Good day, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we have with us Danial bin Rohail, came to Canada in 2010, uh, basically associated with the field of project management and construction. And then without having me to introduce him any further, I'll give him the opportunity to get started. So if Daniel, if you can get started by telling us a little bit about yourself first.
Assalamu alaikum, Saad bhai, and assalamu alaikum to everybody else who will be watching this video. My name is Danial Rohail. I came to Canada in end of 2010. I started doing my master's in civil engineering from Memorial University of Newfoundland. And as soon as I finished my master's, I was alhamdulillah lucky enough to land a job with Kiewit. It's one of the uh, largest construction firm in North America and even Australia and Mexico as well. And then from there, I kept working with them for 3 years, and then I switched to a couple of other different companies. And now currently, I'm working with Infrastructure Ontario. I'm working on the public-private partnership project, delivering the much needed infrastructure for the people of Ontario.
Interesting. So, what led you to pursue your master's in civil engineering from the university that you mentioned?
Yeah, so I had couple of different reasons for that. At that time in Pakistan, I was working on oil facility, and I was doing some lab tests for the produced water that comes with the oil and gas. So, and it was a big issue for us. We were producing like 10,000 barrels of water per day, and it is very high in salts and any all the other chemicals. So I wanted to work on ways or on a technology to be able to treat that water so that we can use it for the those remote areas, right? Like for the people living over there. So that led to my search for different universities that were working on this side of the water treatment. And I selected Newfoundland because it had the lowest tuition at that time. And then there were a lot of opportunities for scholarships. And Alhamdulillah, I was lucky enough to get the scholarship after all. And the another thing is like I wanted to experience some different things. Like we have been living in Islamabad all my life, and the weather is different. And when looked at Newfoundland, the whale watching, hiking, and all this different stuff that basically excited me. At that time, I was excited. After living in Newfoundland, it was a different story. But yeah, like it was a wonderful experience. Alhamdulillah, like I completed my master's, and just so happened that I got a job right after it as well. So Alhamdulillah, everything turned out good for me.
That's good. So, in terms of pursuing the profession in civil engineering in Canada, what is your advice to other people, and how do you see the industry future?
Yeah, so right now, I know since I'm working on these public-private partnerships for Infrastructure Ontario. So, and we know we are partnering with a lot of other provinces as well. I know Nova Scotia has reached out to Infrastructure Ontario to help them develop their public-private partnership model as well, and same as Infrastructure BC as well. So there's a lot of work coming up in Canada for the construction side. Like alone in GTA in next 10 years, we'll be spending around more than $50 billion. So yeah, there's a lot of scope for people or the project managers on the construction side. And not just the construction side, but also related to other services as well, like claims management, dispute resolutions, and even a general project delivery or a contract administration. So civil is good. Plus, there are a lot of other fields as well that we can focus on, and we should be able to land jobs in Ontario easily at least, and all over the Canada as well.
Interesting. So, you do keep contributing your thoughts about the Canadian real estate and various other groups that we are in. What are your thoughts about this whole market housing shortage in Canada and how the house pricing have raised? What are your thoughts about this? And what should the new immigrants do to address this?
Yeah, it's like I will give my opinion, my thinking, and uh, I want to give a disclaimer. It doesn't mean that that's right thing that I'm about to say, but I personally feel there's no plan of keeping the money in Pakistan. uh, we can see the value of the rupee is depreciating. Might as well just sell the property over there and bring all the money here and invest it here. Um, I'm not going to go into the debate of whether market is sustainable or not, but at least one thing is for sure, even if it decreases, the market has the potential to stay where it is, even if it does not go above, and even if it decreases, it will not be more than $100,000 at max. So bring your money here if you can. Invest in the real estate. Like it depends. If you don't want to do it in the GTA, that's fine. You can look at the other options as well. And now we are starting to see market is getting like hot in not only in Montreal but also the suburbs of Montreal, like 1 hour 30 minutes away from Montreal. Because I've been looking at some properties in those areas, and I can see in the past 1 year those have gone up by like $200,000 as well. And Calgary and even Nova Scotia. So right now there's a lot of Canada is very big. There are a lot of opportunities to invest in real estate here. You just have to see what you feel comfortable with, what makes sense to you, and invest it over there.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Daniel, for sharing that. One last question for you, Daniel, and that is, what is your advice to all those new folks who are planning to come to Canada or already have arrived here in Canada? What is your advice to them? How they can manage their careers?
Yeah. So one advice that I give to all of even the subordinates that report to me is like think about what you are offering. There's a lot of competition. A lot of people are applying for positions here. You need to identify what stands out about you. So this is very important. So you wanna like when some HR or even a university panel when they are reviewing the applicants, they want to find everybody will have a bachelor's. Everybody like if they are coming for masters, I'm assuming everybody will have a bachelor. Everybody will most likely have like a 3.5 GPA, right? So you need to show them what is it that stands out. And similarly, or if you're looking for the job, like what I did, um, always like don't get settled. Like keep looking. And when you are in a job, you have the advantage that you can take your time. You are in no rush. You can take your time. Like some good opportunity comes, build your CV accordingly, develop your cover letter according to the job requirements, and then forward your resume. So like every month, if there is something that comes up, one or two job or four jobs, at least apply that. Don't just settle on the job that you have. Like I noticed, like some of us, some of the people that I know, they get comfortable in the place they are. Don't do that. Like I've changed at least four companies, and since I started working in 2013. So always like keep looking, look for the better opportunities. But if there's something that works with you, like this current role, I'm here for 3 years just because I have a flexibility. I can spend more time with my family, and even before the COVID, I had the option of working from home. I like that, so I'm not looking to move right now. But otherwise I would have been like, still now the situation has changed for me. I have a very good LinkedIn profile. A lot of people reach out to me on that, and recently I got another job offer as well from one of the municipalities which I turned down. But like always work focus on your resume. Keep applying the jobs. Don't just think what you have is like enough. There's a lot of especially on the construction side, there is a lot of jobs or opportunities right now, and people are even willing to pay really good money for that.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Daniel, for sharing all your experiences today with us. And I'm sure people watching will be able to take away something of their benefit. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, Saad bhai. Thank you.